See what he's got. Hopefully he plays it melee so we can blow it all up with Colossal Ifrit, although I doubt he'll let us do that. And there's the Witch's Sabbath. He only gets one card though, because we only have one unit in our graveyard. Yeah, that's not a Witch's Sabbath that works, buddy. Today we're going to be playing some Lippy constructs. This is a deck we've had a couple requests for, and one I've always really enjoyed, I really liked in the past. Let's quickly here fix the deck builder. So as far as the deck, we're going to be playing some Ursine Ritual. You want Ursine Ritual in this because we are going to be playing Ceres and her Shield Maidens. Now, the reason we're playing Ceres and Shield Maidens is really just as another early thinning option so we can find all of our constructs early, and as a point slam play later in the game. This is a spot you could also play a control card in, something like a Heat Wave, but I think we should have enough control from the constructs, at least I hope, that we can get away with using the Ceres in here. I think this will be a good addition. Since we are playing Lippy anyway, I figured it'd be a good idea to run her. For the rest of the deck, we do have the Oneiromancy and Royal Decree, so double consistency cards to help us find our stuff. The idea here is we play the constructs early to win round 1, then we set up a Lippy and replay the constructs round 3 for a bunch of value. That's the idea, and finish with a Colossal Ifrit. So we have those guys, the constructs. We kind of talked about Ceres already. And then we have Roach Knickers, tempo stuff, Morkvarg because we're playing Lippy, normal things there. Frenzied Dow with the 2 Rock Barrages. Playing Vildkara, we hit Ceres' Shield Maiden with 2 Ursine Ritual charges. We hit the Vildkara with a 3rd, and we got to put the other 2 into a Smallblood Fanatic. It's going to be our plan here. The 2 Shield Maidens, we're playing the Vial, we're playing a Spores, 2 Drummond Berserkers. These guys are fantastic because they transform into Bear Abominations, and the Bear Abominations are doomed, so you lose a bronze when you reshuffle your deck, which is really important, which is also why we're playing the Fanatic for the last 2 leader charges. They're playing a Peller Squirrel and Brockvar Warriors for value. You could swap Brockvar Warriors with Megascopes. Now that Megascopes are back at 4, I debated doing that. I tried it. I found that, yes, they're good on the Shield Maidens, but it's asking a bit much to draw those early, and they're not great on really any of the other cards in our deck. So I think we'll just leave it and go with the Brockvar Warriors for now. But if you want to make a swap, you could definitely do that there. So that's the deck. Hopefully it works out. Like I always say here, though, this deck is quite fun. I really enjoy these Lippy construct decks. And one thing to mention here, you can almost make this into a Shoop deck if you want instead of Ceres, because we have the 2 Barrages and Shield Maidens. You could go, instead of the Ceres, you cut these, and then like 1 Berserker, 1 Brockvar Warrior. You might even be able to make this into a Shoop deck. Now that is something we might try out later, but for now we'll just go get into the games and hopefully this works out. Hodald, playing Ursine Ritual. If this is true Ursine Ritual, we are in a lot of trouble because our combos go pretty wide and we lack non-damage removal. So we are going to get destroyed by Smallblood, basically. And also Sigvald. They both do extremely well against our deck. There's something of an issue. It's actually a huge issue. And it appears that's what he's playing.
What's 3 hours in the eye? A pinprick, that's what.
The only thing we've got going for us here is we do like playing a lot of golds early for tempo, so we could do that. Spores is actually going to be a very key card in this matchup. Outside of Spores, we have no way to deal with a Sigvald. So we do want to draw that before we Lippy.
The moment I need to smoke.
That's fine. We want to play a Construct here. This might not be a bad one to open with because it gets this thing reset. It triggers the Berserk. He stops pinging us, which he may have synergies with. Oh, and it also stops like a Smallblood setup later. Interesting. I wonder if this is a Shoop deck, just because we saw Bear Witcher and the other guy. I guess not. There's not many 4 Persians. Well, I would have expected Armored Drakkar instead, basically, if it was full self-wound. We just let him hit this. I mean, it's actually an outlet for our leader charges, so we don't really want to do that. But I think this can absorb some damage, potentially. Pretty good. Drawing Roach kind of hurts here. Well, actually hurts a lot, but our deck does have a lot of bad draws, so it can't do anything about it. Might be worth killing that with the Frenzied Dow here. Do want to play him. At least a pretty good target. I don't think we'll get round control here. But if we can get him to like play Svalbard or something. Oh. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. Win on even. Now if we draw like Colossal, we can just go in with the Lippy. So I think the only thing really holding us back is like we don't have Wildkarl, but we can get Wildkarl. Like we can just grab our Wildkarl. We'd like the spores, like I said, though. We don't have the spores, but this should be fine. We can just Lippy our stuff. We lose the Roach. Bit sad. I don't think he's going to kill the Roach before the Lippy comes down. We play the Svalbard here, not Svalbard, the Champion of Svalbard, because if he does have like a tall punish that he wants to kill it with or something, we have a chance to reshuffle it if we go Lippy. We want to wait till play Lippy near the end of the round, maybe recycle this, and then round 3, we hopefully draw those golds back. Care Troll Day. Pretty normal there. Ooh, it's not the best create for him. These should both go to 12, so we can't get Ignied because it's only 24 points, even though they are the same power. Been a lot of Igni lately, so you gotta keep that in mind. At least I'm trying to. Get our transform in. He's playing around a Colossal Ifrit pretty nicely. We still want to play the Colossal Ifrit, I'm just would like to hit more than one unit. I'm gonna be at 4. So here's what we'll do. Range drone. Let's do that. That way you can't remove the armor by just playing another Drakkar or something. We can kill that guy off if we want to. And there he is. He's gone. Here's the thing. If we go Lippy, we get no spores. If we go round 3 Lippy, we have Oneiromancy for potentially spores, and Decree, which will grab us one of the other constructs, and if not, we get the other one. I think we take the round 3 up a card. Hopefully we draw the spores, then we can get Ceres and a construct from our tutoring. We also just hope he doesn't drop Dwim Veandra here, because that'd be a really good carryover for him. He does. We can hit it and go up by 1. That's why we were hoping he didn't do it. Now, if we're going to Ceres, the Ceres has to be last because of Svalblood. Alright, there's 6 cards in our deck, and we're seeing 5 of them. Can we see the spores? It matters a lot. Thank you. I was going to be very annoyed if we didn't get the spores. Alright, so what we want to do, I think, is just start off with the Lippy. That gives us the option of going into Frenzied and killing off these 2 to minimize the Svalblood. That seems like the play.
Time for some marauding.
Do get a bunch of units out, though, so we might go for the Svalblood now. Could counteract our strategy. Oh, nice. Yeah, that tells me there's definitely a Svalblood coming. We still want to go Ceres, I think. Get our Dow. Get rid of those guys. Now, if we really need to, we can get the Enraged Ifrit to kill Svalblood instead of going Ceres, which we might want to do. Depends how much he gets it down right away. We have spores for this. It's going to be the Sigvald.
Continent folk will never understand.
A lot of not great plays here. So when we go Ceres, we get Ceres spawns a Shield Maiden, and the Shield Maiden summons 3. So it's 8 points, plus 15 is 23, plus 5 effectively from the leader, because it's -1 plus 6. It's a 28-point play on the Ceres. We have to debate if that's better or if killing this Svalblood's going to be better. Oh, it's Draco Turtle. I was really hoping he wouldn't have both of those. So you only have the 1 spores.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me. I need Svalblood and Svalblood alone.
Since our damage isn't going to be very valuable, I think it is worth using the Colossal Ifrit to kill the Knut the Callous. Plus, this is this turn where we might get the cooldown back. The So this is the Svalbard turn. Okay, he's going to last say Svalbard, which is good.
This.
Gives us a lot of... Well, it gives us some time to think. Right, we got the last say. We should be good, I think. It just depends how big Draco Turtle gets. We transform this. Pretty sure Sarah's combo will get us there. So you can't spawn the extra abomination now. Although, the combo of Sigvald hitting Draco Turtle is really good. It's gonna be close. One thing going for us, though, is we do get the Colossal Ifrit's order back, so that should be good enough. This comes back. That's a lot of damage. Another, like, 14 damage there. Well, more like 10, but that was a lot of damage from Colossal Ifrit there. Really did some work. Med Amin Ukbi? That's probably completely wrong. Nice, we go first. Oh, we didn't talk about this in the deck profile, but we are playing the Curse Scroll. Reason why is we just have a lot of cards that we want to thin out of our deck, so it helps by putting stuff back, really. Like, we don't want this Shield Maiden, we don't want this Rock Barrage, we don't want Knickers. Now we drew Roach, so we can put that back with Skull. Plus, we do want to have certain cards to open with, like the Ceres we did draw. We are weak to him opening Operator into 2 Flutters, because this won't be able to kill Flutter right away. That being said, I think that we should be okay. We do have the Oneiromancy if we need to hit it like a Spores reset, and then we can go in with the Constructs, maybe kill them off. So we'll just begin here with our Ceres. The card we want to draw here is going to be the Frenzied Dow. I'll put back that Roach. The nice thing is here, we do have the Ceres for a tempo play later in the game. And if he's not playing super all in the Flutters, this tempo should help us get off to a pretty good start. I think we just take that guy out right away. Pull the Roach out. Then we have Frenzied Dow for 8 damage. Which can have the reach to kill Flutter. Obviously right here, he's just playing a bunch of bronzes, because he's going to pass. We've kind of got our round control though. I want to play this, so it's time to transform. Obviously, with the Lippy, we can put golds back in our deck, but if we play them round 2, go into round 3, we can open Lippy, then play like Decree Oneiromancy. So our opening hand was pretty good. I think that will be what we go for. Do the transform on this guy too. There's another doomed card that doesn't come back. Oh, and he's going to keep playing. That is weird. Pretty weird. I think we just shut that down with the Frenzied Dow. This is a deck that definitely wants round control. Since our hand's so strong here, I think we just open Lippy round 2, do a short little push, and maybe go for a Ceres round 3. Well, not a short little push, I think we might play the Constructs. And then go for a round 3 with the Ceres. I think that makes a lot of sense. No Colossal still. So we want to decree that before we play Lippy. Start off with this guy. We want to apply the pressure here. We know he's going to catch up with his Flutters eventually, or with Catechans. Probably want to play Colossal Ifrit next turn. The Oriana. The thing is, we do kind of want to play this. Like we want to Lippy this round. Or not Lippy this round. We want to Lippy the start of the next round. Or this round if he kills the Colossal Ifrit. So we want to shuffle those guys back in. Oh, if he kills the Colossal Ifrit, that is potentially quite good for us. So we could Lippy it back in our deck. The other option is we can try and go for a protection on it. What we'll do is won't boost it this turn to see if he kills it with Gale. If he kills it, we'll go Lippy right away, because that'd be really good. Otherwise, we might go Spores, let him kill it with the Bleeding, so we can shuffle it in with Lippy. Although Lippy is a pretty good tempo play round 3, it'd be nice if we could draw into some of these cards in our graveyard instead of just relying on the Oneiromancy. Mostly relying, want to draw into like these two. So our deck's left of a bunch of bronzes really at this point.
Naivety is a fool's blessing.
Devotion Vampires, interesting. Don't really want to play this. Although the other thing is here, we could protect the Colossal Ifrit and just reuse this order next turn. To be honest, that is probably slightly better. I think we still Lippy. We don't need to reshuffle the Colossal Ifrit. We'll still apply a lot of pressure, and then we can draw into like Ceres combo. We can go Oneiromancy here, we'll get it back round 3. There's a... Okay. That's a little unfortunate. You should lead her, I think, though. Yep. This Oriana's falling a little bit off here in points. I'm going to go Oneiromancy, then Spores the Oriana. I think is our game plan. Then we'll go round 3. We will have the short round Ceres combo. Quite a bit of points. I do think we want to thin out the rock barrages, or we can save those because there's going to be a lot of cloggy draws in round 3. Because really what we want to have is draw Ceres, draw Enraged, or Decree. These are all going to be like playing with our deck in hand. So we might want to draw or thin those out, I think. Kill that, and then since we're planning on sporsing the Oriana, we won't move to her melee. Otherwise, we would. An Elder Vampire. That's why he's playing Devotion. Definitely trade out the Spores with whatever his last card is. Well, second to last card, you know what I mean. Problem here is, like, we can do a... problem here is we're probably going to draw into too many Shield Maidens. But Shield Maiden can substitute for Ceres. It's not as good. Yeah, you gotta play a card here. This goes off first. 1 bleeding, 2, 3. It's only 5 points. You gotta play a card. That's assuming the bleeding... Like, yeah, he should have to play a card here. I mean, we know he has to play a card. Bro, you gotta play a card. Math not mathing there. Even if, so what he's gonna think he got unlucky because the Unseen Elder's bleeding went on a 1 power guy and killed him. Even if it didn't go on 1 power guy and killed it, he still ties and loses. So he would have gained an extra Oriana point. Cozy, the Crimson Avenger. If this is Cozy and then you're playing Tatterwing, it's going to be a little annoying. We cannot beat Tatterwing. I'm just going to put that out there. Our deck's entirely damage reliant. We have nothing to hit. That's just it. Legitimately, the only way we play this game and don't just forfeit, because it's an unwinnable matchup, is if he opens, like... Well, only if he opens Hive Mind and we squirrel it. Like, if that doesn't happen right away, we're going to just leave this game and try a new one. There's no way to win. Okay, you know what? I said it. I said if he does this and we squirrel it, we'll try to play it out. But, okay. It also hasn't shown to be Tatterwing yet. Like, we're going to wait till the Tatterwing comes down. Like, the 1 power stuff. Oh, it's regular. Nice. Perfect. Okay. I'm really happy about that. I hate skipping games because of matchups, but like when I'm recording, it's not worth the time to play some of these if it's an unwinnable matchup. Like regularly I'd play it, but when I'm recording, like I have a limited amount of time. Let's see here. I think we just go with this guy. I'm gonna put Roach, the tempo. I'm really excited then. But the problem with this, specifically the Tatterwing version, is we have only damage cards, and we don't have a point output that can match the Lara. But he shouldn't be playing Lara, because you play Lara because Tatterwing sets it to 1. Against things like full spam and Yennefer, we do actually produce a lot of units quickly in a short round, which we can use. all of that being said, our hand's still not amazing. And what I'd really love to see here would be the, what's it called, deck. I know it's really helpful. The She-Troll. The She-Troll deck's fun. Do want to play constructs. We have 3 of them in our hand. I'm just thinking which one would be best to open with. Guess we'll grab this one. Other than having the Shield Maiden here, our hand was amazing. Well, it's still amazing, but can't have everything. We can just use her for a tempo slam round 2. Then Lippy round 3. The Lippy round 3 is better if we have the Decree. Oh, that's interesting.
I'll show you.
I guess this is an Erendite deck relying on the tempo from Hive Mind? Whoever it is, that's pretty interesting. You're at 6, right? So take out a drone, I suppose. Could have gone for the rocks first, but it still only killed the 1 drone. So I'm pretty sure she's going to play Bone Talisman here. I wanted to kill a drone. Chimera, one of those. It's a lot of points. We can either kill 2 drones, or we can just get value. Let's go value. Reason why is he could overswarm. Then we'll go in with the Ifrit, which can kill off 3 drones if we need to. Because our weakness here is if you, in general, right, it's we do all this golds early, and then we lose round control, so we can't, we Lippy and we have only bronzes in our hand. And we just take out the drones, I think. 2 drones in this. We can no Neuromancy here. It's just not amazing. Okay. I think what we do... Just no Neuromancy. We lose 1 point here. We go to 30, or under, there we go to 29. So we need a 6-point play. Play this. Hits itself 4, hits itself to 3, transforms. That's what we want.
If I go now, I'm taking you with me.
I think we just open this round with Saris. Go Saris Lippy, round 3, play constructs. Seems like a pretty good plan here. Well, does depend on our draws. Just don't give me the other Shield Maiden. Nice. There's a decent chance we got her. We don't actually have the Saris. Our conundrum here is if we go Saris, we don't have a Neuromancy for tutoring round 3, which means if we Lippy, we're just going to be drawing. That being said, our draws should just be good, because we basically only played golds. We're not going to be able to set up the Saris carryover combo. As we Lippy round 3, right, we just don't have tutors. This is why we like getting her early, but part of why we're playing Crystal Skull here. I think we just keep swarming the board. Definitely want to do this setup so we can draw our golds again. And then this minimizes a Yennefer point slam too. And we go boom, boom, pass, because I don't think spores will do that much. He's going to have his own spores, obviously. It's so weird, like, people playing people playing Arachas Swarm, this is mainly Tattering, which is why I say Tattering. People playing Arachas Swarm who don't run spores, it's the craziest thing to me. Yeah, sure, you have, like, you just use all your provisions on, like, removal. You have, like, Scorch, Heat Wave, and Muzzle, but I feel like you could fit a spores in there still, maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. It's gonna be Behemoth or Yennefer. Like, Yennefer's not even that good here. Just go Chimera. Makes sense. I was thinking of the cards we're really scared of. Chimera's good, but we're not, like, super scared of it. It's just, like, a good play here for him. I was hoping he wouldn't, so we get time to, like, maybe kill a drone or two. There's the Erendite. So Lady of the Lake just means the Erendite's coming. Now we can either go for our play of Fanatic, which is worth 6 points, just up by 14, or we can pass. I think we want to play Fanatic, because otherwise these are actually just negative points on the leader charges round 3. But this does give him a chance where maybe like a big play here could get him back in it. That's just a Riptide. He's not back in it. Well, he's still in the game, but he doesn't get ahead of card. We know it's no Golden Necker, so without that, we should be good in a short round with Colossal Ifrit in particular. But I'm not sure we're going to draw it. We see half of our deck here. I guess we see half of our deck, and one card in our deck's Decree, so we have a really good chance of getting it. Ooh, drops the Morvid. Wonder what his last card is then. Guess he needed the points. Yeah, those are some plays. Like I said, Spores, not great here. This hand is pretty great, though. We can go Frenzied Dow if we want to control, or this if we want to get like a 16-point last say, which is pretty good. Pretty good. If we go Colossal here, we can. If he opens up with spawning a bunch of drones, we might Colossal it. Because it does get the cooldown back. Or this gets its cooldown back. We'll play it. Pretty sure it's getting Predatory Dived, or it's getting Parasited. But that's a turn he's not developing guys on the board. And I think otherwise the damage is going to be wasted. Yeah, there's the dive. The damage is going to be wasted on top of something. That's just, like... what's like on top of something that's really small, like a drone. Like, that's wastes a whole bunch of damage on this drone. I think we do want to go for this Frenzied Dow. Play here. At the beta, just killing us in case he's holding like a mutation, whatever it's called. There's the Heat Wave. But I mean, our point slam at the ends. This is 15 plus this, so it's 21. I think we're pretty fine with that. You don't have any points on the board. Well, this is our finisher here. Primordial Dow. Big boy there. Oh, he didn't let me hit the leader charge on it. So we get 21-point finisher with Primordial Dow. I like that. It's not one you see every day. Mahoney. Playing some Arachas Swarm. Squirrel's our best card in this matchup. But if it's Tatterwing, there's like... If it's just Tatterwing, it's Tatterwing. There's nothing we can do. Let's find out. I want to block against Predatory Dive. It's not Tatterwing. Fantastic. I'm all in for this non-Tatterwing Arachas Swarm. I'm wondering if we can make a... I'm wondering, not we, if there's a Renfree Arachas Swarm going around. Just because, pretty strange. Normally I'd put this on this for the extra value on the pings. I don't want to do it this turn, because I actually would... We do want them transformed, so they don't go back into our deck from Lippy. And he hasn't swarmed any drones yet. He does go with some drones. We'll do it, but I think he's going to go for a kill on this. Interesting. I've realized we say interesting a lot on this channel, which is interesting. We'll do this here, and then we'll just go with the draw here. I want to get the Ifrits going. I think we'll go for the Frenzy does better to go for, because it gives you the 2 hits. I was hoping that wouldn't hit that one. That's not the best value, if I'm going to be honest.
Lost spirit devoid of name, depart now our veil of pain.
Let's grab our Frenzied. Definitely want the double thin. And we'll put back Paladar. I don't think we'll do much here. Question is, we really want Frenzied though? Would you rather go Ceres for setup? I'd rather go Ceres for setup, honestly. He still has these. We might get away with both. I'd rather have thinned our deck. They both thin our deck by the same amount. I'd rather do this because we can open with the Ceres in the next round for a bit of proactive points. They're pretty similar. They both thin by 2, but one is a better comboer. Do want to keep this squirrel because getting rid of the hive minds is very important. It's such good value. Well, we drew both Shield Maidens, so means we don't have to worry about redrawing into them. Gives us Morkvarg, though. The fact we got Morkvarg probably means we're looking at a round 3 Lippy, which is fine. If we're going around 3 Lippy, you want to keep an Oneiromancy, which we will, because it hasn't had its Echo yet. And we also want to draw into Decree, so we can grab 2 of the things we put back. It also means we probably want to hold Colossal Ifrit in that case. Open wide. Mahoney. We've played this guy before, by the way. A Renew. That's interesting. Do I know what he's doing? No, but I'm curious. I am intrigued. I am intrigued. I mean, maybe some kind of Eider deck's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, we can actually kill Sir Scratch with Colossal if we play another Construct. I see what's going on here, though. This is for Kikimore Queen, because Kikimore Queen went to 10. Why is it? Renew only hits 9s, though. So the idea here is Kikimore Queen, and then you thrive it with Sir Scratch. Interesting. Question is, you can go Caranthir or not. Well, whichever he goes for, I think we play this here. He goes Caranthir. Well, now we can kill that with Colossal. Just like Caranthier into the Kikimore Queen, I think we just go with Colossal. Should be Kikimore Queen, right? Yeah, Caranthier into Kikimore Queen. We Colossal kill those. We don't have to though, like we can just go round 3. That is a viable play. The other play is we do want to Oniromancy. I think we Oniromancy the Enraged Ifrit, kill this, and see if we force him into something. I guess we have to kill the... I guess killing Sir Scratch is more impactful. Well, what are we going to do here? Roach, or not Roach, Knicker still hasn't come out, which is why we really want to keep playing. He's going to win this round. The question's, what do you want to keep for round 3, really? You do want to use this. I guess we pick this. It's a tough choice between that and the Kikimore Queen for value. Which one's better? The thing is, he has a second Kikimore Queen, though, so getting rid of that doesn't really end the threat, because he has the second one. Getting rid of Sir Scratch ends a lot of threat. I'm about to see Witch's Sabbath right there. Looks like we don't. This is what, 4? We could do a lot of push with this. Problem is, then we don't get the cooldown back, right? Because 3, we'd play this, and then we'd have to play Morkvarg or Lippy. But we do have short round Saris Lippy, which should be good enough. It should be good enough. No, I think we do this. He's going to spawn more. But if we can get him to play the other Kikimore Queen, I just think his long round is better. There's a chance he can't kill this and get the cooldown back. So I was going to fill the row with the Kikimore Queen. There she is. I feel like you might have wanted to do that. I guess the order matters a little bit. Not really matters. Or it doesn't matter that much, I mean. We got the spores, we got the squirrel, so. Put him with the spores in case he tries to carry over the hive mind here. By the way, Knickers, you're supposed to come out of the deck. We're waiting on you. Maybe he's waiting to like trying to trap this guy with a surprise after he passes, but there's one slow Knickers. We can still get away with our play here because with the Colossal coming back. Get rid of that. He's already used the Renew, so I don't think it's coming back, but you never know with Witch's Sabbath. Hey, there he is. It also guarantees we get our... Well, not, we doesn't guarantee Real Decree because we get the Oniromancy on top. So Decree could be our bottom card, but we should get everything we need to win the short round 3. Ooh, that's actually annoying. Playing a Lippy deck. Could be worse. He hit the Enraged. Can we get away with the card here? What do you do? That's 12 damage. I guess it's to 59. We can get away with pushing another card here. What do we gain? We lose 6 points on the play from Lippy. We gain, we bleed him 1 card. I think I'd rather have the Morkvarg for the Lippy. As much as it is satisfying just to click Colossal Ifrit's order again there, I think it's probably better if we get the extra 6 points. Oh, he hit our Oniromancy. That's what he hit. Okay, so that doesn't come back. Annoying. And Adarin. Alright, I'm just gonna say it. We can't kill Adarin. Is that a GG? Sometimes it is.
Time for some marauding.
See what he's got. Hopefully he plays at melee so we can blow it all up with Colossal Ifrit, although I doubt he'll let us do that. And there's the Witch's Sabbath. He only gets one card though, because we only have one unit in our graveyard. Yeah, that's not a Witch's Sabbath that works, buddy. I'm sorry about that. That was just incidental. Incidental it is. So that's some good old constructs for you with Lippy. I've always really liked this deck. The one thing it is weak to, you didn't really see it in these games, is if we don't get our round 1 control, we get a lot of trouble with round 2 pushes and all-ins and stuff, because we use a lot of golds really early. So that's one thing to keep in mind. That being said, though, it's a really fun deck. I really enjoy the extra construct points. As far as changes to it, we talked about the Ceres combo. I think the Ceres combo helps a lot in like low unit situations or in shorter rounds where you like don't get Colossal Ifrit. Like Colossal Ifrit's not great in like a 3-card round if they put like a unit on each row and you're like, well, Colossal Ifrit does like 5 damage to 3 cards, but he's got 1 card on each row. So I think Ceres helps quite a bit there. As far as the rest of it, I think one card everyone's going to ask me about, as always, is Living Armor. So Living Armor, where are you? Living Armor, all it does is give you a construct tag is 10 for 10. And here's the thing, I'm just going to explain the Living Armor thing right now. So Living Armor is 10 for 10. 10 points, you probably want, 10 version, you probably want like 15 points or so out of this thing. What's it give you? It gives you 1 point on Primordial Dow, gives you 1 point on Enraged Ifrit, which gets wasted once it gets really big, and gives you 3 points on Colossal Ifrit, which often doesn't always hit everything. So that is the 5 gets you to 15. However, it's pretty situational, and they don't always go through. So I don't think it's usually worth including in construct decks, and that's why it doesn't always. I don't expect it to get to like a good value. I expect it to be like okay, which is not what we're looking for. However, Ceres on the other hand helps a lot for the early thinning. Case helps you set up round 1 into round 2, so you can get those cards, draw your Lippy. I think it helps quite a bit more. So that's why I made that swap. And the last card to mention here is like you can run a Heat Wave instead of Ceres as well. I really like Ceres with the Shield Maidens in the deck. I think they help quite a bit. And like we said in the beginning, the Megascopes, I think, are just a little too much to ask for the deck to line up perfectly. I did try them. They did line up perfectly for me once, and it was amazing. But I wouldn't really say it's worth it, because we don't have good targets other than, like, you can hit a Drummond Berserker, it's like an 8-point eventually type of thing. Most time you're going to get like 6 points on a transformed guy at most, so I don't think they're amazing. But you could certainly run them in the deck. The other ones to shout out, like the random 4s, like Epidemic or whatever, can work here. But as far as deck as a whole, I do like it. It worked out quite well today. Despite my thoughts we were going to play Tatterwing players, we didn't, which was great. It does not do well into no unit. That is one other thing about it. But as you can see, it's got a lot of tempo to it, and it can do quite a bit of damage. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was pretty fun. I'm impressed with the games we managed to win today. I attribute that to the deck, not to me, because the deck really did its job, and it did it well. So hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time.